Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wednesday, April 6th, 2022 edition of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice and Fantasy Football Guru, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this episode of Pete's Power Plays, Hump Day edition. Last night, tough night on the ice. We go 6-8-1, a lot of plays for a huge card. I should have just done first period overs all night last night. They were all hitting, and of course that four-teamer, I was feeling it. It was pretty close. Of course we hit 3 of 4, and of course that last leg being the Sharks over first period did not happen. We got one goal about 3/4 into the first period. It is what it is. But I'll talk more about this. First off, Pete's Power Plays is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce120Z and they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. You also have Zingo TV channel 761. If you don't have it, get it. It's a free app. Download it. And then when doing so, flip over to channel 761 where today's episode of Pete's Power Plays is live. Amazon.com. We have a website out there. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. And don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports store where there's a large variety of Pete's Power Plays apparel, including the Pete's Power Plays hoodie. All right, I got hoodie, t-shirts, sweatshirts, tank tops. Early April, 45, 50 degrees still in the Northeast, so crappy weather, raining for the rest of the week. Brutal. And this flares out my allergies too. It's allergy season for me too, so of course it's going to flare everything up. And the glasses are back, okay? So it's kind of funny to think because people are not used to seeing me wearing my contacts on, so it's kind of funny that I'm wearing my glasses again. But irrelevant shit. So let's get back into the ice tonight. Tough card last night. First period overs were the big winners last night. I love my first period overs. We fell shy of that plus 600 first period, 4-team first period over. And of course, that Sharks-Oilers game. Oilers have been juggernauts with the overs as of late. 9-1 in the last 10, and unfortunately, it just did not cash out for us. We were one goal shy of cashing that spot. But, it is what it is. It's fun. It's just fun to do. People could complain if they want, parlays stink. But, it's just part of the game. If you win some, you lose some. They're fun. It just keeps you intrigued. High risk, or basically low risk, high reward. I want to say. I mean, seriously, put $10 down on that 4-team over. If it hits, you win $60. So it's a good payout, of course. And listen, we did it last time, and we were just one goal short of cashing that out. And of course, every other first period cashed out. So most of our plays last night, for the most part, were first period overs. And that's just how, it's just unfortunate that the rest of the card wasn't that great. But we'll go over it real fast. The Leafs and the Panthers over 7 goals, that cashed out. The Leafs and the Panthers over 2 goals, that pushed. Again, another large goal-scoring phenomenon game with the Leafs last night and the Panthers. And he couldn't get any more than 2 goals in the first period, but that's okay. We pushed that. Devils over 6. That was very disappointing, knowing the fact that Georgiev was in net for the Rangers, and that's just unfortunate that it just didn't manage to work out. So, Georgiev in net, just did not expect it that much, and I expected more than that from the Devils. But of course, no Jack Hughes really did have it really did play a part. It really did play a part in that. last night for the Devils, and it was just a low-scoring affair. So that lost. Flyers first period over 1.5 goals. That cashed out. No problem. He had 3 goals in the first period. However, he couldn't cash the full game over, which is unfortunate. Penguins first period over 1.5. That cashed out. Canes minus 1.5 from the puck line. I told you, this was a night where I had a feeling that dogs were gonna bark, and we did cash out. If you listened to the show yesterday, we did cash out the Detroit Red Wings money line plus 170 as my dog play of the night. So, simple as that. I mean, simple as that. And you covered the puck line too. That was a good win last night for the Wings. Good money line play too. So if you cash that out, that was Philly Pete's dog play of the night. Red Wings plus 170, and that cashed out pretty easily too, to say the least. Canes puck line minus 1.5. That didn't show up at all. Oilers money line over 5.5. Looked good on paper, good value, just wasn't even close. 14, like I said, the 14 first period over at plus 600. We lost it by literally 1 goal, and that's just things like this happen. It's all good. Wings over 6, that cashed out. Habs over 6, that cashed out. Flyers Panthers moneyline parlay, that lost. Flyers just couldn't get there. I don't know why. I was at the game last night, so it was. You gotta do it. You gotta take it. You gotta take the home team. So it was a good spot for them. I figured why not. But they have nothing to fight for anymore. There's just no point in winning games, and we lose that parlay. Hurricanes team total over 3.5. Another dud of a game. I expected more from the Hurricanes last night. I was on the Canes a lot and a bunch of plays. Puck line, team total over, and even part of a 2-teamer for the clients, and they just never showed up. Flyers over 6.5. All right, the over 6 was at minus 120. Unfortunately for the clients, they had 6.5 at minus 125. So a lot of movement happened in that game, and we couldn't get there. You had 3 goals in the first period, and you couldn't manage to cash that over. It's unfortunate. It's just bad luck, and life goes on. Wild over 6 cashed out, and the Oilers Canes moneyline parlay fell short because of the Hurricanes once again. So Hurricanes just these are teams that they play. That you have, Sabres came out, and good for them. They come out, they win their game. But again, Canes are just these are teams that the superior playoff teams should be beating. These teams are not even in the playoffs. They have nothing to fight for. But they will give it up. They will give it all. Detroit money line win. Again, my dog play the night. You see the Sabres here. They come out firing. I was all over the Canes on the show, and even last night you saw that. But that's just the part of the game, and all in all, we go 6, 8, and 1 on the evening with a minus 1.85 units. So just shy of 2 units lost. But it's okay. It's just been that sort of week. We had a hot start to the week of April. Now, last couple cards have been minus 1.5 units, minus 1.25 units. Nothing crazy, but still, you just sort of lose a little bit of momentum after the first couple days of April, but it's okay. We'll bounce back. We will. So right now, the NHL season for me currently sits at 713 wins, 625 losses, and 31 pushes. That gives me a grand total of plus 71.65 units overall. Still a hell of a season, knowing how we started off the season, and it's just great. It's just great. We're still doing well for ourselves, and a couple slip ups here and there, but we'll bounce back tonight. And there's 5 plays on the ice tonight. Clients already have 1. It's a 2-unit play tonight, so they already have their play of the night, and that's it. So give me a quick 2-minute commercial break. When I get back, I will dig into this card tonight. 5 games on the menu. Sit back, relax, give me 2, and I'll be right back.
12-Ounce Sports has a new home for betting. BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12-Ounce Sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120OZE and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sportsbook. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Wednesday, April 6th, 2022 episode of Pete's Power Plays Hump Day Edition. I'm your host, Philly Pete. We're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for tuning into this episode. Let's dig into tonight's card. But first off, this show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce 120Z, and they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Also, Zingo TV, channel 761. If you don't have it, download it. It's a free app. Everyone likes free stuff nowadays. Once doing so, flip over to channel 761, where today's episode is live, of course, of Pete's Power Plays. Amazon.com, we have a website out there. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon, and don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports Store, where there's a large variety of 12 Ounce Sports clothing, including yours truly, Pete's Power Plays apparel, repping the hoodie. So get yours today. Different colors, different sizes, and let's do it. All right, 5 games on tap for tonight in the NHL. Those are what you've been waiting for. Let's do it. Let's kick it off right now. All right, so we're going to start off with the Detroit Red Wings at the Winnipeg Jets. Over-under here is at 6. Right now, live is at 6.5 at plus 105. So obviously the number is going up as we speak. Good, still a solid value at plus 105, but I would still buy down the alternate line at 6 at minus 130. Still something to consider there. I would still buy it down to 6, but 6.5 is still good. I still like the spot there. A little bit of value too when you think about it. Winnipeg minus 280 on the money line. Detroit is plus 245 on the money line. Played on a back-to-back, a great game against Boston the other night. Straight up win. Like I said, that was Philly Pete's dog play of the evening. Was the Wings money line last night at plus 170. That cashed out, and the puck line also cashed out as well. So those that did that, congrats on a nice value win there on the dog. However, this game tonight is just shaping up to be ugly for me in terms of Detroit once again. Winnipeg 19-14-1 at home this year, 17-18 covering the puck line at home in the last 35, and 5-4-1 in the last 10 with the overs. Also, 80% of the public money on the Jets here tonight, so that's just saying something right there. Detroit 9-21-2 on the road this year, 10-23 on the road covering the puck line, absolutely atrocious. However, 7-2-1 in the last 10 with the overs. This is a trend for the over. It's screaming over for me here tonight, and therefore I'm also on the over in this game. Over 6 and or 6.5 if you can. Buy the alternate line down to 6 at minus 130. Not too much of juice, but I would still play the over 6, no problem. If you have 6.5, I'd still do it, like I said, at plus 105. But I expect to see goals here tonight. Mainly from Winnipeg. I could see maybe 2 from Detroit, but I think Winnipeg opens up the doors here early too. So give me the first period over 1.5 goals as well. I like Winnipeg here, puck line minus 1.5. Something to definitely consider here, especially after Detroit rocking the Bruins last night. I just think Winnipeg takes care of business tonight, and give me that 2-goal win. And team total over 3.5 is a solid play too. I'm not really fond of team totals that not treat me well as of late. Probably won't put this on my card either. But if you are a team total over guy, the Jets team total over 3.5 goals at minus 140 is something to look at too. Little juicy, but a team that should get 4 goals tonight, and that's Winnipeg. So give me the over 6 and or 6.5 tonight. Give me the first period over 1.5 goals, and the Winnipeg Jets on the puck line at minus 1.5. Okay, we go on, and we're going to Washington, where the Bolts, the Tampa Bay Lightning, travel to D.C. to play the Washington Capitals. Over under here is at 6. Tampa minus 145 on the money line, and the Capitals plus 130 on the money line. 65% of the public money on the Tampa Bay Lightning here tonight. Once again, I'm not surprised. Again, the Capitals are a team that's just they really haven't been doing that well as of late. They haven't. They've been inconsistent. Islanders blew it last night against Dallas. Islanders, a team that was playing extremely well, and don't get me wrong, I mean, it was a good play. Regardless, that was on the show. I said the Islanders will at least pull through here, but this is a game where the Capitals have to win. I mean, they've been really bad as of late. 16, 15, and 4 at home this year. 11 and 25 covering the puck line at home in the last 36, and 8 and 2 in the last 10 with the over. So they've been scoring goals. We've been getting their overs as of late. Tampa comes in 22 and 12 and 1, on the road this year. 18 and 18 road puck line record, and then 4 and 6 in their last 10 with the overs. Over 6 here. I like the spot here. I really do. I think we'll get goals between these two teams as well. Goalie situation has been pretty iffy as well for both teams. So we're not sure what kind of goaltending we will see here tonight. But that's why I like goals. I want to see some goals here tonight. I like the over. I like the first period over, 1.5 goals as well. Once again, it's been an over kick for me. Like I said, unders just don't treat me well. That's why I don't bet them. Clearly, I think I'm 0-5 betting. I'm sorry. I think I'm 1-5 betting unders this year. So that's how much it just tells you. I'm not really much of an under guy. But I think we see goals in this game here as well. And, just to me, not much line movement has happened in this game. Caps opened up at plus 125, now they're at plus 130. So not much really moved between the Caps line tonight. But to me, I just feel like this is more of a toss-up game. And if you're going to give me value for the Caps, a must-win game, I feel, for the Washington Capitals against a team that, Bolt's looking for a win too. Don't get me wrong, but I think this game really really needs to go towards the Capitals more than anything, in terms of the fact that they have the Islanders creeping right behind them. Isles lost last night. Capitals is in a must-win situation. I feel Bolts can take a loss. They're in the playoffs. They have nothing to worry about. But the Capitals, for me, just a team that I feel like needs a good, solid win at home, and I believe they get it here tonight. So. That being said, give me the Capitals as my dog play of the night tonight, plus 130 on the money line. If you're scared of that, again, let's do it again like last night. Take the plus 1.5. It most likely will be a little bit juicy, but I just like the money line more. I think it's a good spot for the Caps. They need a win here tonight, obviously. Isles lost last night. They got to take advantage here tonight, and it's going to be a tough game. But I think Caps pull through here. So give me the Capitals. Money line plus 130, and the over 6 here as well, between the Bolts and the Caps, and the first period over 1.5 goals as well. Okay, we're going to Seattle. I'm sorry, we're going to St. Louis. Excuse me. The Seattle Kraken go to St. Louis to play the Blues. Over under here is at 6. St. Louis minus 245 on the money line. Seattle plus 215 on the money line. 90% of the public money on the Blues. I've never seen a 90% at all this season so far, and this is the first time I'm seeing it. Big time money on the Blues, and I'm not surprised. But 90% consensus, it's unbelievable. It really is. It's just like I'm double checking here, and it's 90. So 90% of the money, public money, going towards the Blues here tonight. 22-9-3 for the Blues at home this year. 21-14 covering the puck line, and 7-3 in their last 10 with the overs. Seattle comes in 10-21-2 on the road this year, 19-15 covering the puck line, and 4-3-3 in their last 10 with the overs. Again, another game that I feel like goes over. I do. I like this over here. I think St. Louis thrashes the Kraken, even though the Kraken is a pesky team. They have nothing to fight for. But again, a game that Seattle could walk into St. Louis and upset this team at plus 215. But I don't see that happening tonight. I think the Blues, take care of business. I'm on the Blues puck line minus 1.5 tonight. Give me that. I like the over 6 as well in this game. And I'm considering a Blues Flames. When I get to the Flames game tonight, that's a good parlay too. Blues Flames at minus 105. I usually don't take parlays unless if I get plus value, but I'm not too far off with this one. So Blues Flames would be minus 105. I would still consider taking that as well. But for this game and this game only right now, give me the Blues puck line and the over 6 against the Seattle Kraken. Okay, we move on. The Vancouver Canucks at the Vegas Golden Knights. Over-under here is at 5.5. God, this is, again, another juicy line, but a game that should hit for us. Vegas minus 175 on the money line. Vancouver plus 160 on the money line. A lot of movement in this game. Vegas opened up at minus 145. Now up to minus 175. Big deal there as well. So obviously some news coming in about Vancouver. Injuries for the most part playing a part for the Canucks. Let me see real quick. I'm just trying to figure out what is going on, but it just feels like, yeah, this is just an automatic bet for the Knights for me. Canucks are basically out of, like, they're just dead in the water right now. I feel like they're dead in the water, the Canucks. But let's talk into it. Vegas is 20-13-2 at home this year, 13-23 covering the puck line at home, and 6-4 in their last 10 with the overs. Vancouver, 18-14-2 on the road this year, 22-14 in their last 36 on the road. Still good puck line numbers. However, 3-7 in their last 10 with the overs. I'm on the Vegas Golden Knights here. I'll be honest with you guys. I got the number at minus 155 earlier. That will be a Twitter play tonight. It's something that I locked and loaded once I heard about the news. A lot of injuries with Vancouver, so I think they're dead in the water for the rest of the season. It's unfortunate the way that they've been playing, but I want to give it to the Knights here tonight. I did lock in minus 155, so that'll be on the Twitter card tonight. However, minus 175, a little juicy for my liking, so I would go with the Knights minus 1 if you don't want to take that minus 175 spot. So that's where I'm at. Vegas, minus 1. Even consider the puck line, minus 1.5. So you could probably get some good plus value out of that as well. But I'm on Vegas. I'm all over Vegas here tonight against Vancouver. And I want to go with the under 5.5. Once again, I know Vegas has been trending over, but just Vancouver, 3-7 in the last 10, kind of turning me off a little bit. So I want to be on the under 5.5 in this game here. Vegas to cover the puck line, and right now Vegas is minus 185. So the number went from minus 145 to minus 185. So it's going to be a big deal. Miller is out, most likely from what I'm hearing. JT Miller is out for the Canucks, from what I'm hearing, and that's a big loss. And Quinn Hughes. So JT Miller, from what I'm hearing, is out for the. It's for the Canucks, excuse me. So we'll see. I want to look more into it, but just the way the line's been moving, definitely the Knights here in this spot here. But minus 185 is where the line's at now. That's a lot. Puck line minus 1.5 at plus 150. Something to consider. Great value there tonight for the Knights. Knights in regulation is minus 115. Minus 1 is at minus 115 as well. So. I like that. Knights minus 1 and minus 115. Not crazy juice. Good number there. I'd take that. If you want to be a little frisky, take that puck line at plus 150. Something to consider. And I like the under 5.5 here as well. But like I said, I got this number early. Minus 155 for the Knights on the money line for me. That'll be on my Twitter card. So like I said, it was just locked in earlier, and it's unfortunate that it's now at minus 185 for you guys. But again, stick to the minus 1 at minus 115. I will play that more than anything, to be honest with you. So you can at least guarantee a push compared to regulation, where if it's 2-2 going to overtime somehow, you lose the bet. But if you take that minus 1, you at least have overtime to push, regardless, of course, if Knights do pull out the victory. So there you have it there in Sin City. And then last but not least, the nightcap, the Calgary Flames at the Anaheim Ducks. The over-under here is at 6. Like I said, the over-under here is at 6. Calgary minus 255 on the money line. Very, very juicy. Anaheim plus 225 at home. 80% of the public money on the Calgary Flames here tonight. Again, I'm not surprised. 20% of the money going towards Anaheim. So Anaheim, once again, still has nothing to fight for. Just out of the playoff hunt. There's no need for it. They shouldn't be winning these games. Calgary, full form, ready to rock and roll, kicking ass this year. Anaheim at home, 16, 16 and 4, 20 and 17 at home, covering the puck line, 4, 5 and 1 in their last 10 with the overs. Calgary comes in 20, 11 and 2 on the road this year, 18 and 15 on the road, covering the puck line in the last 33 games, 5, 4 and 1 in the last 10 with the overs. If this was in Calgary, I would consider taking the over. However, we're in Anaheim. I just feel like you just don't know what kind of Anaheim team you're going to get, especially now in the season where they really have nothing to fight for. I do. I like the under 6 in this spot here. I'm definitely considering that. But I think Calgary wins this game, man. And I think it's not even going to be close. I'm thinking 4-1 Calgary. Give us that under 6. And the Flames here, puck line, -1.5. Something definitely to consider as well. If you're into that, let's go look at that real fast. Calgary -1.5, covering the puck line is at +100. Not much into that. I'd rather play Calgary in regulation, or the -1. But however, it's still regulation is still juicy to me. Maybe parlay the -1 with the Vegas Golden Knights or even the Blues. Like I mentioned earlier, Blues -1 and Flames -1, really solid parlay to me. And like I said, the Moneyline parlay is probably something that you want to take a look at more at if you're not a spread sort of guy or gal. But the Blues Flames Moneyline parlay at -105, definitely something to consider. I think that should be an automatic win for me saying that. But as far as this game's concerned, give me the Flames here. Puck line, I'll take that. I'll take the -1 as well, and the under 6. That's just how I'm feeling between this game because Anaheim again has nothing to prove for. Season's likely over for them. However, if you're going to be crazy here tonight, if you're a parlay guy, let's do this real fast. The Blues puck line with the Flames puck line. So Blues -1.5, Flames -1.5 at +310. Good value spot. That would probably be my parlay of the night. The puck line parlay between the Blues and the Flames -1.5 at +310. Again, good value there. Something to consider, considering the fact that both teams are in the playoffs, just looking for seeds, and teams that they're playing, not really much, just playing for respect. Or you want to play a safe route and go Blues, Flames, just moneyline parlay, that's -105. So pick and choose. Again, just be careful when it comes to betting. Don't go crazy. But, you can go from there. But there you go. And that's it. That's it. So, unfortunately, that's it for tonight. 5 games on the menu tonight. Short and sweet here. Let's recap real fast before I head off for the evening. Jets here. I'm all over the Jets here. Puck line -1. Team total over 3.5. Over 6. They should take care of Detroit. Detroit just had a great rockin' win last night against Boston. I'm going to take the dog play of the night for me. Capitals money line +130 and the over 6. Blues, all over the Blues here tonight. Puck line -1 and the over 6 as well. I'm going to go with the Knights here tonight at -155. That's why I locked in earlier. But again, the -1 should be good at -115. They should take care of a very hurt Vancouver Canucks team and the under 5.5. And then last but not least, the Flames here as well. I'm all over the Flames and the under 6 as they take on the Anaheim Ducks. And there you go. I'm out of time. I hope you all had a great time with me. Let's catch some pucks. Let's get back to some positive winners. And I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.